1980 Dutton. So this originally would have had a Ford Crossflow engine and gearbox in it, whereas now it's been converted with a Kawasaki ZX 10R superbike engine and sequential gearbox, which I'll show you in a second. The engine, and we'll detail all this in the description, has race cams and a tune and a few other bits, so it's about 180 brake, which is more than you'll ever need in something this size. It's been upgraded with a few other bits and bobs. So for example, you see back here we've got Wilwood calipers on the front, on both sides obviously, and a better set of sticky tires, Yokohama's on there, and then obviously a lot of the bike components have been carried across. Obviously your bike style exhaust, the clocks are from the donor bike, your indicator controls, all that sort of stuff. But we'll start by, we'll have a look at the bodywork. So on a Dutton you get a flip front, which we'll show you in a second. This one's been painted in a sort of pearl white with a blue accents and then more blue to the rear. Front arch on this side, that's all nice and tidy. The whole thing could do with a really good clean and a polish, but other than that, that's good. It's got A-Tech wheels. What size are they? They are 15s with the Yokohamas all around, loads of tread as you can see. Nice good quality tyre. You've got the odd little scuff here and there, but again, a good clean, a good polish will sort a lot of it out. Have a couple of chips in the paint there as well. And then part of the bike conversion, the intake plenum comes through the bonnet. It's got this sort of heat shield surround on it now. The chrome on the lamps and everything on the front is all nice and tidy. We've got more modern indicators on the front as well, and there's indicators in the wing mirrors as well. Lower half is black. Again, that one's just a good clean. That's onto the sort of the blue framework of the actual kit car itself, as you can see. And then it goes into this nice blue on the front arches and the back. You've got an aluminium sort of stone guard there as well. And then the center section at the back is black as well. Nice, it's not on a Q plate or anything like that, it's on a proper plate. And then you've got your harness mounts. There's a third high level brake light there on top of your rear brakes and indicators. Harness wise, we're using Sayer belts, so obviously good quality ones, and then they are the very thin, lightweight plastic seats. We've moved it back, so you can move it back or forward if you need to. And then obviously you've got this metal rollover bar. Got the odd little scratch here and there, but overall it's pretty good. You know, little bits like that where the black's sort of been worn a bit. And then we've got a scratch here where it catches when it comes past the headlight. All the wheels and tyres are good. The blue on all the arches is nice. That blue is also on the pod, which sort of sculpts the air instead of a windscreen. Sparco steering wheel in this one as well. We'll have a look under the bonnet. So it's got catches on both sides. So unlike a Caterham or a Westfield where you've got to lift the whole thing off, you'd undo the catches on both sides, like that. And then just lift it forward. It's nice and simple, as opposed to lifting the whole thing off, which I think is a bit more practical this way. So in here, that's your 1000cc Kawasaki engine, so pretty bulletproof engine, loads of power. But it's all nice and tidy in there. The frame, obviously you can get a good look at the frame. There's no sign of any corrosion. Obviously that's not a common issue on things like this because they're just not out in the wet. You know, there's got to be something particularly wrong with you to start using this in the winter, in the wet and the snow. Turning it on, nice and simple. We've got an ignition key under here, and then pop your ignition on like that. As long as it's in neutral, hit the button. You can see it's done 25,323 miles. Give it a bit of a rev. So it sounds exactly like you'd expect a 1000cc Kawasaki engine to sound. No signs of any smoke or anything coming out. You've got a digital display here for miles an hour, revs, and then we've got a fuel sender there, and then on here we've got the revs again, temperature gauge, mileage and miles an hour. So there you have it. What was a 1980 Dutton, it's been upgraded with obviously a far more powerful engine. If you check the description, we'll detail what else we know about it. If you've got any questions, you can of course come and have a look at the car yourself in person, or we can do video calls, send extra photos or videos, whatever you need, you just let us know. Thank you.